He sees a big black thing crawling up his ceiling.
You've had experiences in the short 3 months that you've been here.
Yeah.
Alice, is there anything that you would like to say to your parents?
This thing was huge.
I'm so shook right now.
What is happening?
What's up, guys? It's Lily, and this is Paranormal Blacktivity.
What's going on, PB viewers? I'm back! Amber Smiles Jones here. I know I haven't been here in a while. So much has happened over the last year. A lot of highs and a lot of lows. I went through a lot. I got my dream job working for the Bird Show. It's always been a dream of mine since I was in high school, but then like within a month of getting that job, my mom passed away, so paranormal content just wasn't on my mind for a long time. It took everything in me to keep up with the Professionally Silly channel. For my new viewers, that is my first YouTube channel, and as well as my Professionally Silly podcast. So I did the best I could to keep up with those things, but I even took a month, about a month and a half, I think, off of those as well. It was just a lot. But I had this video in the chamber. I'm so excited to share it with you. We are gonna go to Newnan, Georgia to do an investigation inside of someone's residence. This is the first time that I've ever been able to do something like this inside of someone's home where I can share it with you guys. All right, so this video will be emotional. I wanna warn you right now, we will be communicating with a child that has passed away. The child that we're communicating with in this video is going to be their child. It's actually mistaken that every paranormal experience is dark or scary or, evil. Sometimes the moments can be beautiful, they can be funny, they can be all kinds of things. People need to remember that these spirits, these ghosts, at one point were alive, breathing people with emotions, memories, all kinds of things, the things that you and I possess. These moments, these paranormal experiences, these moments, sometimes they can be what you least expect. So we're gonna be speaking with Catherine and Ryan. They are a newlywed couple. Congratulations, guys. She was pregnant with twins. Unfortunately, one child did not make it. I filmed this video actually last year in September, and my mom passed away in October, and it was really hard for me. And it still is, honestly. But being able to finally complete this series for this family and sharing beautiful paranormal moments with you guys as well is exactly what I needed. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get to this video. What's going on, guys? Welcome to another Paranormal Blacktivity video. This is gonna be epic because this is the very first time we've ever been able to go to someone's home, someone's private residence, to figure out what's going on inside of their home. Now listen, once again, as I always say, I'm an investigator. I am no way, in any way, shape, or form, able to remove anything, but I can at the very least get evidence to prove that you're experiencing something that is paranormal, or maybe I can even debunk it. That's what we're going to do here tonight. But from what I've heard, I think we might have a real interesting night tonight. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and introduce you to the people whose property that we're on right now, and we're gonna go ahead and get to it. Click that thumbs up button, subscribe. More Paranormal Blacktivity content to come soon.
I'm Kat.
I'm Ryan.
We are currently in Newnan, Georgia. And how long have you guys lived here?
Since 2006.
So when you first moved here, did you have paranormal experiences right away, or was it gradual? How did that occur?
In this house,
Mm-hmm.
So I purchased this house 2016.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan moved in 2022. So I was having small experiences at first that kind of came to a climax and pivoted back down, and things kind of stirred back up again later. So I've had waves with the property itself.
So did you have paranormal experiences before you lived here as well?
Yes.
Do you think that any of the spirits that are here are from then, or are these new spirits?
I think in my case, I would say new spirits, for sure.
Is there anything like, I don't know, in the home that you would say has energy around it, or do you think it's the property itself, the home itself? What exactly do you think that it is?
With our home, I think some of it is tied to the property. We're in the we're in Georgia, we're in the South.
Yeah, a lot of history here.
There's a lot of history, and we live out in the country. We've got some acreage. Like, there's lots of potential for things to already be here prior to our home even being a thought.
How many acres are around us?
We own 5.
Well,
wow.
just over 5 acres.
Yeah.
Oh.
So we've got a lot of land, and where our land is planted, it's old Cherokee land. It's, you know, there's fields out here. There's plantation houses. Like, it was not the place to be. So our land has seen a lot, and especially the way that we're placed on the property.
That says a lot too, because you're right, because of all the things that you just named alone, plus things that we probably haven't even thought of yet. All that particular energy, it is in the ground, it's in the earth, it's in the trees, it's all around us.
Yes.
I always say this, is that I feel like people don't realize this. Spirits are like spiders. There's always one near you. You just may not be aware of that.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So let me ask you this. Is probably a question that many people may have. I'm gonna start with you. Do you think that any of the spirits here currently are negative?
Oh yeah, no, there's definitely something, at least some presence here
That's not too cool with
it's malintent, without a doubt.
Is it towards anyone specifically, or just the energy in general?
I think it's more targeted towards Ryan.
That makes sense.
I feel it's
You're the protector. You're the quote unquote stereotypical male who's supposed to. Yeah.
Right.
You're the guy to worry about.
Yeah.
So they feel threatened by your energy. So you tend to experience, when you do experience something, is it someone touching you, moving things, whispers? What is it?
The first night I stayed here, there was a black figure that was, I mean, I'm 6'3", 6'4", I'm not small, you know, I'm a big guy. This thing was huge. Huge. And it wasn't just tall and thin, it was like massive. When I say it was easily 3-4 foot wide and 7-8 foot tall, it was nearly touching the ceiling. And it was there all night long. And I would wake up randomly throughout the night, and I would be there. Not necessarily when I went to bed.
Never said anything or anything?
Nope, just always kind of looming.
when we were talking earlier. Remember how I told you I would see things in my bedroom?
Yeah.
It was the same thing. So I used to see it and feel it right after I got my divorce. And that I used to be able to see it in the corner, like scanning my body. It was almost like it was trying to learn me. I don't know how to explain it. I was being examined, and the first few nights after my first husband and I split, it felt like it was like running around my room. Like it wouldn't stop. Like I genuinely felt like I was going crazy.
How long ago was this?
It's almost 2 years ago.
When would you say is the last time you actually experienced something in this house?
Negative or just in general?
In general, like anything.
A couple days ago.
Oh, I remember you guys were telling me, you actually showed me. It was a video of it was like a bowl and a spoon that just kind of moved. A cereal bowl.
With a spoon in it.
The spoon like got knocked out of the bowl.
And it didn't
Like
like just
the bowl
fall out.
moved first, like it scooted,
Yeah.
and then the spoon went like flying the other way.
Right now, we are currently in the kitchen. Well, this is the kitchen. It was the video where we saw the bowl and the spoon pop right on out.
Right here-ish. And that's where my daughter was sitting eating her dinner. So
And you were standing right there.
Yeah.
And where was he again? He was like behind the other side of the counter, wasn't he?
he was
Yeah.
sitting on the dishwasher.
And even if there was a kid or a dog, which you can't see that in the video because they're not there. But even if there was something to move it, it would move the table like so, and it would not have the spoon jump out of the bowl onto the counter. Not once, but the spoon moved twice. So that's interesting. Okay. Have you experienced anything else in this particular room?
We will see shadows going down this hallway occasionally, but it's usually like popping out of the bedrooms and back in. It's almost like somebody like popping into frame, like peeking to see if you're there and kind of going back.
All right, so where is it? Over here?
Yeah.
So you're standing right here, you can see it down there?
Yeah. I'll often see it like if I'm unloading the dishwasher and I stop, I'm playing with my phone, I'll look up and it'll It's like it was there, and then when it sees me, it goes back.
Do me a favor. Show me what you see, and I'm going to be you, and you be whatever it is that you see. Because you're standing like right about here?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it'll kind of just like peek out and then come back in. But it's slow.
It's slow?
Yeah.
Is it just the top half or full body?
Sometimes it's full body. Mostly I can only see it when it's over the white trim.
Over the white part of the
Because it
tray
kind
of
of
the
gives it
door.
a little bit more contrast, so it's a little bit easier to see.
This room is where we feel the most like the cold little hands like touching your leg, or like things will fall down, things
There
like
was
that.
one moment we were all sitting at the table talking about the spirits actually, and Ryan was sitting right there, and it got like super cold, and then he kind of just stopped and was like, "She's touching me," and then the whole like vibe changed. Everything was different.
Like tears welling in his eyes.
So the temperature changed as well, you said?
Yeah, we all were like freezing all of a sudden.
That's interesting. How long ago was this? Do you remember? Were you here for this?
A couple months ago.
Months, I think. So we just recently moved in.
Yeah, so you two,
3 months
so the two of you were married.
Yes.
And the two of you moved into this property in the back. How long ago was it? You said 3 months?
3 months.
3 months.
Roughly, yeah.
So you've had experiences in the short 3 months that you've been here.
Yeah.
Oh, so it looks like we got 1, 2, 3, 4 grown-ass people who have all had experiences in this home. But not every experience has been bad. It can probably be scary because it's all the unknown. But if you feel a negative energy, you know what you're feeling. So I don't want everybody watching right now to think that every paranormal experience is going to be a terrifying experience. That's not necessarily true. So a lot happened during this investigation. We used many different investigative tools in this video. And so there's definitely going to be more than one part. So what I'm going to do is in each video, you're probably going to be experiencing a different form of investigation to see which investigative tool is the tool that the spirit likes to use or is more comfortable using to communicate with us. Like for instance, you may prefer FaceTiming, where someone else may prefer a text, or someone else may prefer a phone call or a DM. Everybody has their specific way of communicating that they prefer. And I think that the spirits are the same way. As always, put your headphones on. Actually, it'd be better if you put your headphones on for the entire video so you don't miss anything. You may hear or see something in the background that I may have missed that I didn't mention. And if that happens, I want you to put that down in the comment section below along with a timestamp so I can take a look at it later. If you see the headphones emoji in the corner of the video, I'm trying to tell you that I have no idea what was said, and I really need you to pay close attention to that, okay? As always, if you are watching a Paranormal Blacktivity video with me, you are a paranormal investigator today. Do me a favor, guys, click that thumbs up button and subscribe. Oh, the game zone.
It's our son's room now.
It's your son's room now? So in here? The mini man cave. I love that. So in this particular room, what's happened here?
So our son continues to say that he sees a big black thing crawling up his ceiling, trying to throw his fan at him. And he is consistent with that over and over. I've slept in here a couple nights with him when he's having a hard night, or if someone can't stop snoring, we'll come sneak in bed in here. And I've never seen anything like that. So I'm not really sure what he's seeing. I've looked to see if maybe some of his nightlights are casting shadows or anything like that.
Where would his nightlight be if he had a nightlight? It's a stagnant light, and it does have some shapes and stuff. Now, does it move?
No.
Okay. Okay. Well, I don't see how that would make a figure crawling up anything.
No.
This doesn't move. So regardless as to what shapes it emits, it's not going to matter because it doesn't move.
No, and he's also absolutely petrified of this window.
The window?
Yes.
What does he see in the window?
He just makes sure we close it all the way, even the corners, you can't see the corners, he'll freak out. There was one time where he said it felt like somebody was looking at him, or I don't know, but scary enough
that
for
is
every single night.
Yeah.
We have to cover the windows, and we know nobody's staring at him. We live way out in the country.
Yeah, there's yeah.
It's not just in this room. He's better about it now, but there was a time where
It was
if
everywhere.
we were eating in the kitchen, he would have to go and close the blinds in every single window. So we've got, large windows. And we'd have to close every single blind and curtain on every
At night
window.
or just during the day?
In general.
It didn't matter, especially at night.
Well, okay, the reason that kind of almost makes a little sense is when we were outside eating pizza, I think one of you was talking and I just completely stopped talking. I was looking past you and I thought I saw a black figure in the tree line. I thought I did, but it was so peripheral. Plus, I had a couple of drinks. So I didn't know. I don't know. It was so fast, I wasn't sure. And I thought, well, maybe it's a Pizza Hut, because that pizza was good. But yeah, so maybe. Is there a body of water around here?
There is.
Oh, okay.
So we're up on a hill, and if you go down to the edge of our property straight across, there's a little creek.
Okay. That can have something to do with it as well. That kind of, having water nearby, it's a lot of energy and it's constant energy. So the spirits do tend to sometimes
And
feed
we're
off
super
of
close
that.
to the state park.
The Chattahoochee is.
Oh, it's right there.
Yeah.
Just down.
Oh yeah, and it's a river, so that
River.
current
Right.
is moving. Oh, you're living off a railway of spirits. That's a stop. That's a martyr stop you got back there for the paranormal, man. That's crazy. That's Metro for you New Yorkers. There are many theories and cultures that see ghosts and water as a connection. According to homespunhaints.com, water amplifies spiritual energy. Water can have an impact on human behavior and emotion in both normal and paranormal contexts. This same spiritual amplification makes it easier for ghosts and spirits to travel through liquid than solid objects or even air. But instead of moving through the liquid by displacing molecules, ghosts may travel through water, similar to the way electricity does. Many people believe that ghosts can use water as a conduit to interact with the living world. From lakes and oceans to swimming pools and hot tubs, there have been countless cases of ghosts communicating with people through water. I got myself here a REM pod. This will actually help us when we're trying to figure out where the spirits are. If a spirit does make contact with that, it'll make a beeping sound, a high-pitched beeping sound, and these lights will color too. So we can use this in the room and also as when we're not in the room, because we'll hear if something is nearby it if we're not nearby to hear it. So we can use that here. We got some dowsing rods here. This was used to find water back in the day, but now we use it to talk to the spirits, because once again, water has a lot of strong energy. So if you're using that to find some water, chances are there's a spirit nearby, So we got our SB7 spirit box, a K2 meter here. Both of these can help us communicate with the spirits. I also have a few other things that we can do that doesn't always have to do with electronics. We can do a knock test, and we can, and that's also kind of like a finish this song test. But there's different things that we can do. I got the Necrophonic app. We're going to see if we can actually talk to these spirits here right now in real time and see if they can actually answer cognizant questions and see if their responses actually make any sense. I'm about to get real. Make sure you guys subscribe. You don't want to miss this. So here's my question. For the house, which rooms would you say that you guys have felt the most experiences?
The kitchen.
The kitchen.
It's pretty much the
That's
property.
The whole house.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's definitely. But every room has a different thing. It's not all the same.
Okay. Do either of you feel, I guess, against maybe being in a room by yourself for a couple of minutes? Okay. I mean, you do it every day, but difference is now you're paying attention to your surroundings.
Yeah.
That can sometimes kind of change your attitude on the situation. So I thought I'd just double check with you what you've experienced and what you've experienced. Right. I can't tell you that what you experienced wasn't true. Right. What I can do is try my best to debunk it. Yeah. Like any logical thing. Oh, it might have been the door. Did you put some WD-40 here? I don't know. So Catherine and Ryan shared a video with me that they recorded from their security camera. They shared it on TikTok and I screen recorded it. This is what they showed me. See, I'm seeing that her back is to it. There's no dogs near there. No kids. And it just...
And look, it even moves a second time. I
took another glance and I see exactly what she saw. You can clearly see the spoon move twice. Let's slow it down a bit. I feel like the second time is when you actually turned around.
Yeah.
You didn't turn around immediately.
I watch this.
And it falls. She hesitates and then she turns around. Yeah.
And the back of it moves to the left.
That's crazy.
On the table after it's already stopped moving.
Even if the dogs had bumped the table, the spoon was not going to jump out of the bowl.
No.
It would move the whole bowl. The chair, everything else would move, not just the spoon jumping out.
And then the second one is almost, it goes against the natural force. Natural force is turning it to the right, and it goes to the
It was
left.
spinning it.
So Catherine shared with me a book that she and Ryan have created to keep their daughter's memories in. While she did that, I had the spirit box and the K2 meter out to see if anything would happen during that conversation. So much energy and emotion was attached to that book, that room, that home, the people living there. I figured this is a really good moment to give it a shot. And the K2 meter did respond. But it wasn't just the K2 meter. The spirit box was responding too. So these are, oh wow. These are the ultrasound photos.
It's not going crazy.
It is.
So these are the only photos I have of that baby with a heartbeat.
I think Alice is here.
I do too.
Alice, if you're here, can you do us a favor and make this go off again for us, please? It's okay. Yeah, maybe she doesn't respond to me.
Do you want to come and look at your pictures? I can show her your pictures. I've got a couple. I know that one's Cammie. Is that one you? Yep, that one's you. Can you tell me what your name is? Look, this one's Cammie, and that one's you.
I couldn't make out what the male voice said, but Ryan reacted to it. Maybe you can make out what it said. Let me know down below in the comments section. Don't forget to leave a timestamp. I also heard a child's voice right before Catherine started to speak.
Yep, that one's you.
And as for the baby crying, I did not hear that until I had my headphones on while I was editing. Not to mention there weren't any babies on the property.
Alright, this one right here is you. And here you are again. This one's you, and I think you're right here, baby. Here's a couple. So this is when Cammie Jane got a little bigger. So that's her right there. And then you're right over here.
Alice, is there anything that you would like to say to your parents? I heard something slight, but I couldn't make it out. It didn't sound like an adult. It sounded like a child to me. Are you watching over your family, keeping them safe?
Do you play with your sister sometimes? Yeah.
I heard that. It seems that she's only responding to you. You know?
She's like Cammie. Just like her sister.
She loves her mama. She's responding to you. So she's still here with you. You're not, you know, I know it feels like she's not, but she's here. Question. Whose bowl was that?
It was Cammie Jane's bowl.
There you go.
Twins.
And they're twins. That's right. There you go. So that explains a lot. So the things that you've been experiencing probably since you came here, probably since the recent experiences as well, not all of those experiences were dark, right?
No.
There's a good chance that that's her. And there is a good chance that she is the one looking over all of you so that you don't have any horrific experiences. Because I remember you telling me that he had some problems at first. And then at one point, it just kind of, it stopped happening. Is it going off again? Yeah. Was that you taking care of your daddy? So they have kids, yes. Their children were on property, but they have a lot of land. It's like 4 acres of land, maybe more. And they have another house that's sitting behind their house. So they have another family member that lives back there that was watching the kids while we were doing our investigation. The thing is, because I'm a content creator, had I heard the kids while I was actually filming, I would have said something, oh, can we, get them to quiet down just a little bit while we're doing this part? I don't want to get that sound confused. That's just what I do. And I didn't react to it, and neither did anyone else. None of us actually heard the sound of children while we were doing the investigation. That's kind of interesting when you think about it. As a content creator, I definitely would have said something, because in a paranormal investigation like this, you don't want to oversaturate any microphones with exterior sounds if you can help it. I do believe that both voices that we heard sounded like the same child. Let's take another listen. Tell me what you think down below in the comment section. It stopped happening. Is it going off again? Yeah. Was that you taking care of your daddy? All right, so these are the dowsing rods. I'm just holding them at like a 90-degree angle. All right, if you don't know how they work, they're on like this little copper spool thing here, so it just kind of spins on itself. I don't move it, I don't have to. It has a mind of its own. We're gonna see if we're able to communicate with Alice via these dowsing rods and see what we can do here. Okay, move water bottle. Got it off Amazon for 26 bucks. All right, there are any spirits in here, preferably Alice, if you're here. Can you do me a favor? And I want you to uncross these rods all the way. Just open them up for me. Open up the rods.
Can you do it all the way? Do it big. Good job. Good job.
I'm not moving.
Mm-hmm.
Can you cross it back?
Did the light just move?
I don't know.
Can you cross it back? Good job. I see you trying. You gotta do it hard.
It's fine. It's a oh.
Good job. You can do it.
Good job, baby.
Look at that.
You did it.
She did it for you, Mom.
She don't like listening to anybody else.
Just like your sister.
Because she's not responding to me at all.
No.
This is the first for me. Usually the spirits like talking to me, but now with you around, you stole my mojo. Stole it. Are there any other spirits in this room with us right now? If you are here, do me a favor and turn the rods all the way to my left. Good spirits only. That might mean it's just Alice.
Mm-hmm.
Alice, if you're there, can you turn them? You can pick whichever way you want to go.
Did that just move the light?
Yep. Can you cross them back? Is that easier? Do you like doing that better?
I think she likes crossing them.
I know you gotta push them a little. You can do it. Good job. You're almost there.
Look at that.
Good job.
Only for Mom. She won't do it for me.
That's a good
awesome.
job.
I mean, that's a cross.
Yeah.
Right there. That's a full cross.
Her's a good listener.
Yeah. Mom, you want to try?
Sure.
Yeah, you just kind of hold it. You see how they just kind of take off?
Decapitate myself.
So your mama's holding the rods now. Alice, are you here? So Ryan wasn't in the room with us during this particular spirit box session. He was actually in his son's room doing a solo EVP session. That video will be in part 2 of this Newnan series. Look, this investigation just had so much going on. I couldn't get it all in one video.
What is happening?
It's kind of moving around a bit. Alice, is that you? Are you doing that? It wasn't moving like that when I held it. Alice, is that you?
No, like you can see the whole thing, like. You pointing at Daddy now?
Who's that over there? Who's he?
Something with the dowsing rods?
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
Yes, I did hear that. That sounded like a kid.
Oh my gosh.
I'm so shook right now.
What is happening?
Next time on Paranormal Blacktivity. We are not here to communicate with any negativity. You are not allowed here. Can you tell me what color Lily's shirt is?
My hands are cold, my lap is cold.
Are there any spirits in here in this room with us right now? So it's pretty much a tune that many of us... What was that?
Did you just move something in the closet?
That's all of Paranormal Blacktivity today. Like, follow, subscribe, and share. And we'll see you on the next episode.